Actually, I believe there is some YouTubers over there because we are a lot of us are here. And yeah.
So, what is RPM and what does it mean? RPM means revenue per mile. And why is revenue per mile or this RPM that you're mentioning so high in Jamaica? Because audiences in Jamaica are spread out in different nations. You'll find so many Jamaicans in Australia, in USA, in Canada, in UK. Okay, are we into agreement? And they also watch videos. They are very supportive. And also, of course, most people think that I'm overdoing or I'm over mentioning Jamaicans. Yes, I will mention them as many times as possible because when I was struggling with my views, when I was struggling here on YouTube, it is Jamaicans who came to support me. It is Jamaicans who came to watch my videos. Okay. Likewise, when Kenya was struggling with independence, it is Jamaicans who came and stood for Jomo Kenyatta as the lawyers or as their attorneys. Okay. So why would I not mention them? So anyway, that's not the point of my discussion. The point of my discussion here is to help you understand why or how these content creators make money, because those are most of the questions that I keep getting in my comment section. So actually I'm reposting, the way I'm feeling like I'm reposting this video in response to these questions that I keep getting. Okay, have you understood what RPM means? Revenue per mile is the amount of money that YouTube pays you per 1,000 views. And how high or how low it depends with a lot of things. And one of the things, like I've mentioned, is geographical. Okay, the RPM in Jamaica is high because it has audiences spread out in USA, UK, Canada, and Australia. Because people who are involved in advertisements in those countries, they spend a lot of money in advertisements. That's why their RPM is high. In turn, this makes the revenues of content creators who have audiences from those countries that I've mentioned to be so high. Another thing that really affects the RPM of the revenue or the revenue of the content creators is also the type of content that they do. Someone who is into educative content has higher revenue than someone who is into entertainment like music. Okay, are we getting it? Are we understanding? And I've just realized I have not officially made an introduction to myself. Let me take this minute to introduce myself. My name is called Real Marcos. And if it is the first time you're watching me, please consider or reconsider to subscribe if you've not subscribed. And of course, let us also agree to disagree in the comment section below. Because that is very important. That is it. Out of many, one people. Out of many, one people. I love Rastafarian culture. Why do I love Rastafarian culture and why do I keep mentioning it? Because it was started by Afro-Jamaicans. It was not imported. It is something that is originally started by Afro-Jamaicans. And it is a Jamaican heritage, just the same way as Swahili is an African heritage. Let us embrace our own heritage. Let us not shun or look down on it. As we speak, don't be surprised. There are Africans who have really been brainwashed to believe that anything that Africans start is backward. Okay? And as we speak, there's someone who thinks or believes that Rastafarian is not good. You don't have to be part of it, but at least respect it. Respect it because it is started. It's something that was started by us, Afro-Jamaicans. Okay? And I was also surprised. There's another young girl that I saw in Jamaica speaking Swahili. That means Jamaicans who are enrolling their kids in Swahili language. That is very beautiful. That is very nice because Swahili is also a heritage. Like I keep mentioning, and it's unifying. It's one of the languages that is going to unify most Africans. And also even in America, there are also whites who are enrolling in Swahili languages. How surprising and how nice. Eh? Eh? So that is very good. Eh? And as we speak, now back to YouTube. I was mentioning about how content creators make money. And one of the ways content creators make money is through watch ads. I think that is obvious. You have seen in most of the videos that you have been watching that they keep telling you to watch ads, right? Because that's how they generate their revenue. When you watch their ads up to the end, they are going to generate the revenues. All right. And of course, if these ads are coming from UK, USA, Australia, their revenue is going to be high compared to when the ads are coming from Kenya. All right. I hope you have understood how that comes to be. It's because the people involved in advertisement in those countries, they spend a lot of money. So their revenues also tend to be very high for content creators. All right. And still on YouTube, I'm still on YouTube. Since this content is centered on YouTube, before you begin your niche, take time to understand yourself. Understand yourself first. Know what you can and what you cannot do. Be knowledgeable on that particular niche. Okay. Let your knowledge be a motivational factor, not money. Money can come in as a secondary factor. All right. Most people make mistakes. They start calculating how much money, or they start imagining how much money they are going to make. Someone even start googling what car is going to buy, and what is the latest Toyota is going to buy, and he has not even uploaded anything on YouTube. All right. Find a niche that you are comfortable with and you are knowledgeable about and you love enjoying. It doesn't have to be a niche that someone else is doing very well. It can be about anything that you love, and it doesn't even have to, even if it is something that has been created before, take it and recreate it as your own. Be yourself on YouTube. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. That's why it's called YouTube. And there's nothing wrong, like I've said, there's nothing wrong as for recreating a content that has been created before. There's nothing new under the sun. All right. All right. Yeah. So that, I've seen so many people giving up on YouTube. So many people, because of why? Because they are not themselves. They are not creating something they are knowledgeable about. They are not creating something that they love. They are just doing it for views. Even Jamaica, even if you have decided to talk about Jamaica, at least be knowledgeable. Enjoy, love Jamaicans. Let it be genuine. Okay? Such that if someone asks you, name any other place other than Kingston, Bob Marley, and you see, it's going to create trouble. They're going to see, this one is just looking for views. They can tell. They can tell when you're not being genuine. As much as they are supportive, at the same time, they can tell. They can read between the lines. They know who is genuine and who is not. They can see you training. So, be very, very, very careful, and also be honest. Be honest about it. All right. I don't know whether I made a point in that. Okay. Yeah, so far so good. I have talked about YouTube, and I have also elaborated myself on why I love Rastafarian culture. All said and done, yeah. I talked about watch ads. We have also membership. Content creators also get revenues through memberships and super chats. But most content creators they aim for watch ads. That is what they aim for. But either way, all said and done, be prayerful. Be a prayerful person, and prayer moves mountains. And thank you so much, guys, for coming along and supporting me and watching my videos up to this point. Once again, let me also ask you to, if you have not subscribed and if you have watched up to this point, please consider subscribing. And if you had unsubscribed, please reconsider subscribing back again. Keep tuning in for more content. I will never let you down. All right. And of course, in the comment section, let us agree to disagree. You don't have to agree with me. You can agree or disagree in the comment section, because that tends to give wings to our content. Okay. And of course, I'm also going to share with you, I was in Nairobi, in the mid city, and fortunately enough, I found one content creator. Maybe he's going to share with you what he thinks about Jamaica. And yeah, it's a very brief conversation. So thank you so much, guys. See you. Guys, thank you so much. It's real Marcos right here, right now in the KICC, guys. And of course, as you can see, my environment is very different as I'm used to. And I hope you're going to follow along in my content. I'm in Nairobi, Kenya, and thank you so much. It's my first time doing a public video right here in Nairobi City, right away in the KICC. And this is the environment. This is how it looks. That is Jomo Kenyatta. This is the scenery of Nairobi. Look how amazing it looks. Look how amazing this place looks. We have a couple of people here. We have a lot of people. As you can see, it's full packed. The place is full packed. You know, you guys.
Yo.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Someone might think that we are all YouTubers.
Guys, actually, I believe there is some YouTubers over there because we are a lot of us are here, and
Yes.
even as you can see, and I believe
And
that
actually, do you know majority of our audience are Jamaicans?
yeah, sure.
They are
Yeah,
from Jamaican descent.
Jamaicans in the house. Thank you so much for supporting our boy, guys. I'm also a YouTube content creator. Go and support me, show some love
Yes.
at the Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are in a very different environment.
Sure. Right
And
now
look at how
we are on
amazing
top
this
of
place is.
Nairobi.
On top of this Nairobi.
Yeah.
And this is KICC, Kenya International Conference Center.
Yeah.
On top.